What's up, y'all? This is Andrew for Digging the Dead on Mirror Music. I'm recording this late in the evening, so hopefully I can get this up before it was normally supposed to come out at midnight. I've even requisitioned my young daughter's headphones to utilize for this recording. Very fancy, I would say. Today we're going to do Must Have Been the Roses, because I love that song and I won't listen to it tonight before I go to sleep. I've heard, I don't know, not heard, and I read a lot of people talking about this particular show in the last couple of weeks from November 4th, 1977, at Colgate, I believe it is, University, in New York. So, anyway, we're just going to listen to it. I listened to a couple seconds of it just to check sound levels and stuff like that, and it appears that this is a bass heavy mix, so I'm looking forward to that as well. So yeah, Must Have Been the Roses from November 4th, 77, Colgate University. Let's see what this version's got.
She had ribbons, in her long brown hair. I don't know, maybe it was the rose. All I know, I could
Harmony sharp. ships home from the sea, thinking, well, how it may blow in all good company. If I tell nothing what your own lips told to me, let me lay neath the roses, let my eyes go on the sea. I've seen that, heard them do the
I don't know,
walking down the tom.
must have been the roses. The roses are the ribbons in her long.
If you guys don't have the bass turned up on this, on your headphones listening to this, you should do that.
I don't know, maybe it was the rose.
Hear him kind of walk that up.
All I know, I could not leave there.
That's way up here on the bass. was cool. It sounded like they were deciding whether they were going to take it off the left field again. You can barely hear the audience in this. It's not listed as a soundboard recording on re-listen, but sure sounds like it anyway. I mean, the balance of it is pretty exceptional. And as you guys have noticed probably, I've tended towards more matrix and even audience recordings lately. So it's cool to have a pure soundboard. And I'm hearing things obviously in there that you obviously can't hear over the audience as well. I don't know. I've been kicking around this idea for a while, and I just want to kind of share with you as kind of an outro here that most musical communities, I work on a hip hop podcast as well, have debates about who's the greatest and what's the greatest and what's the best run and and like the best of, right? And the Grateful Dead in a lot of ways is resistant to, like the music is resistant to an idea of the best. I think you have the songs or have the versions that hit you the most true at a particular moment in your life that may not hit you the same way in other moments. But I think it's cool that there's so many different versions of these songs and so many versions that can lay rightful claim to people's favorite, right? Like, or best. I use that obviously with huge air quotes there. Like I've heard people, I mean, obviously the Library of Congress thing and saying that Cornell on May 8th was the best show that they've ever played. And I've heard people make that argument with a straight face. And I've also heard people make the argument that's not even in the top 3 shows they played that week, much less in their whole career. So it's just a fun debate, and it's ultimately meaningless because all the music is great. That came around into my head because I've seen people also make the argument that they enjoy this like November 77 run a lot as well too, and I haven't really dug into this piece yet. So what I'm going to be doing tomorrow and this week is listening to this show and some others probably from this Ontario, Hamilton, Toronto, Rochester, being like all this really northern November kind of area in late 77. So take care of yourselves, y'all. That must have been the Roses from November 4th, 1977 from Colgate University. I'm Andrew. This show is called Digging the Dead, and thanks for hanging out with me. Appreciate y'all. Take care.